Well, hello there. Thank you for clicking on the link. I'm Thomas Tulak, and this is Filmmakering Like a Boss. Now, I don't claim to be an expert, but I am an award-winning filmmaker, and I have a passion for filmmaking, which is really all you need to get started. The passion and the courage to act on that passion. All too often, life can get in the way. It's a struggle that we all face, trying to balance those things with our drive to create stuff. There's only so much time in the day, and there's far too many things pulling on that time. Unless you're fortunate enough to be able to make a living creating your content, then adulthood comes with all kinds of responsibilities that take away your time and your energy that you would otherwise use to create your content. I truly believe that if it wasn't for these types of struggles, we would have seen so many more great filmmakers who instead ended up giving up so they could meet life's responsibilities, and that's saddening. When there are too many things on your plate, each thing gets less room because the plate is only so big. I myself have fallen victim to this and watched many of life's responsibilities stop me from reaching goals that I've set for myself. The best advice that I can give to overcome this obstacle I saw in a movie a while back, and for the life of me I cannot remember what the movie was, but this line of dialogue was so powerful that it stuck with me. Once you decide what you want to do with your life, every decision after that should be in support of that. What is it that you want? You want to be a filmmaker? Great. So don't get a job that takes 12 hours of your day, 6 days a week. You might end up living on less money, but you'll have the time to pursue your filmmaking. And then one day, hopefully, you'll be able to turn your filmmaking into your livelihood, and then you're all set. But that'll never happen if you don't pursue it. Otherwise, your filmmaking might not get the attention that it deserves and needs to get to the point where it's paying the bills and not some day job. Now, I realize that that's not always so easy to do, and the choices aren't always so clear, and sometimes it's not a day job that's pulling on your time, but some other aspect of life that isn't so easy to give up. And at that point, that's when you really got to do some soul searching and figure out what's important to you and how you can find the time to make it work, what else you can give up to make it work. It's a long road that's gonna be full of sacrifices, but it's worth it for the passion. And in the end, when and if that passion actually pays off, it'll be worth it. If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing. It's the fact that it's difficult that makes it so rewarding. I saw a meme recently that said, "You're always one decision away from a completely different life." How very true that is. I'm sure, like me, many of you have been frustrated with the fan coming on. I'm sure we've all said, if only I could pay all of my attention to my filmmaking, I know I could make some great films. And that might very well be true. But if you're unable to make that decision and you can't take some of those things off of your plate, then you're just stuck doing the best that you can do with the time and resources available to you. So that's what you do. My father, who was a very wise man, once told me, always do the best at everything that you do, even just brushing your teeth. That way, when it comes to something that matters, you'll be used to giving your best effort. Now, there's still a whole lot to talk about, but I just can't give it all away in one video. So, hit that subscribe button and follow along on the next episode of Filmmakering Like a Boss. If anyone happens to be planning to attend San Francisco Comic-Con 2016, my short film Time is going to be screening at the film festival. So, I'm going to be there. So, if you're there, come and find me. Come and say hi. I'd love to see you. Also, we're about to go into production on a pretty big project, a proof of concept short film that we're hoping to be able to make into a movie. And I'd like to ask your help making that happen by donating to our Indiegogo page at the link down here. And thank you for watching the Easily Amused Group, the show whose compass doesn't point north, but isn't trying to find north.